What is a data marketing mindset?
It's the idea that we have to move away from the way business intelligence has been done in large companies or any companies. And you want to run it like a business. So take your business intelligence operation and think about, if it was a company, what would I do? Well, I'd want to first understand what my customers really want to buy from me, which in many cases now it's not just having data, it's actually having the ability to make decisions from the data. You want to, of course, then get more customers. And then lastly, you want to be able to keep pace with those customers' needs because they're changing. You don't just want to maybe take the way things have been done before, you put your data out there, and then you move on to the next project. You can't really do that anymore.
Can anyone create useful visualizations at this point, or is it the type of thing that's best left to people with certain skill sets?
Yeah, you absolutely can. I think there's a couple things, though, that you have to take into account when you do that. And you'll probably see variations in the skill level, of course, on what those look like.
It's like websites, right?
Yeah, anything follows that path. The first thing is people really need to know what they're trying to do, what they're trying to achieve. So you don't want to just jump in and start making charts.
Right.
So that's the first thing. Second is, of course, you're going to have to know the tool. Whether the tool is Excel, something like Tableau, whatever it is, you have to have some understanding of how to use it the right way and get the most out of it. And that can be done. And lastly, you do have to exercise some time in developing those. So you want to take the energy and invest looking at, how do I make this the best? So not just do it once and then say, okay, I'm done. You want to really make sure that whatever message you're trying to deliver really shines through.
So an edit process in a way, right? Do you feel that visualizations are evolving from just showing data to actually explaining now and telling stories?
I think it is probably faster in some places than others. I think some of the new tools that are coming out make it easier to now just get the data out than it has been before. So you'll probably see first people just, great, now I can get at the data, I'm just going to make my charts and pictures and my basic visualizations. And then once they have that, then they'll evolve. And they'll say, great, I have that, but now I want to use it to really understand what's going on in the business. And to do that, you have to get more into telling stories and showing flows of information, not just having charts and that are kind of standalone.
Right. So last question for you. How do you see dashboards evolving over the next couple of years?
Probably some good opportunities to move from where they are now. You're starting to see a lot of things be interactive. So now I can take a dashboard that I might have and publish it on the web. You can do that again with things like Excel. I can put that up on the web, or other things where they're much more interactive. I can go and I can click one graph and it changes another graph on the page. Those are great, those kind of interactive dashboards. Where it leaves you a little bit short is if I have another question that pops into my head when I'm using that dashboard, and the person who built that dashboard didn't think of that question. So either I have to go back to them and say, hey, can you do this one for me now? And that could take anywhere from a day to longer than a day. Or what would be great is if there was a way for me to have some kind of, at least little bit of flexibility in adding something into that. So I might say, well, I wish I knew what my profit ratio was, and that wasn't on there, and I could somehow access that and put that into the graph. So not maybe full access to all of the data, but a few things where I might be able to make some adjustments just to get to that next level of investigation that I want to.
Great. Well, thanks so much for being with us. Appreciate it.
Great. Thank you.